Good afternoon, this is Mr. Trujillo, and today I wanted to show students how they can log into their Zoom session meetings in three different ways. So the reason I want to make this video is because there have been some issues that students are having logging into Zoom meetings for different classes, and there's a few different ways that you can actually schedule a meeting through your classes. And so I just wanted to show you what those would look like. So I'm on a student iPad here, as you can see, and I'm in a course that I created for this video. And you'll notice that I have three different ways that I can attend a meeting as a student. So if you ever see this yellow box, which I'll zoom in for you here, which looks like two rulers here. This is called an external tool. So if your teachers ever refer to this Zoom tool, this is what it looks like. It's these two yellow rulers, okay? So that's the icon you would see to join directly from Schoology into Zoom with no sign in required. I'll repeat that. If you see this logo and it says Zoom next to it for your classes, that means you can join through Schoology, and it will directly sign you into Zoom. And I'm going to show you how to do that method first, okay? So if I'm a student, I would go ahead and click on this link, and then you'll notice that a second page will open up for me. It will then give me my scheduled classes to attend for this Zoom session. So you'll notice it's up to me as a student to know which one I want to attend. Okay, so for the purposes of this video, I'm going to just go ahead and join any of them. Now, myself as the teacher, I have the ability to start the course. Students, you will see a different icon. It'll just say join. Okay, so if you hit join, then it'll ask you to go ahead and start that meeting through this launch meeting in blue hyperlink. Okay, so you click on launch meeting, and then it's going to ask you to open in Zoom. And it's simple as that. Okay, so you'll notice I did not have to sign in. I repeat, I did not have to sign in. So I am now officially in my Zoom session, and I'm just waiting for my teacher. But again, this is a fake session I made just for the purposes of this video. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and exit. Okay, so I am in my Zoom session in one of the ways I wanted to show you. So I'm gonna end this session for myself. Okay, so that's one way. Notice I did not sign into Zoom. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into my Schoology page and show you the other ways that you can sign into Zoom. Okay, so go back into Schoology. I'll close the other pages I had open. Now, another way that I know that teachers are creating Zooms and students are having some issues with is when it's not an external tool. So if you ever see a Zoom meeting that looks like this, which is a little chain link, this is called a link. So if you see something titled Zoom meeting or Zoom link, you would sign in just the way I'm going to show you now. You go ahead and click on it. And notice that what happened is it didn't show me the calendar of all the scheduled times like it does in the external tool. It's just taking me to the one link. So I'm going to also hit launch meeting, still going to open, and there I am. Okay, so that's another way you can join. Okay, going to exit my page now. And now I wanted to show you the other way that you can join a Zoom meeting, and that's through a file. So sometimes teachers will post a URL or a meeting ID for you to follow, and it may look something like this, and that's why I want to show you this. So this is the third option for joining a Zoom meeting, okay? So if you ever see a page that looks like this with a very, very long code and a bunch of phone numbers, meeting ID, etc., this is something that you may have to do. So I'm just going to wait for my file to open, so it'll slow. Okay, here it comes. And the reason I'm showing you this is because I think a lot of students are confused as to what to do here. So you'll notice that it says the name of my class, it has all these times, and then I have to search right in there. There is a Zoom URL, which you can see right here. Okay, I could just copy and paste that. I could also copy and paste this. I could copy and paste this as a student. Notice I have my meeting ID 969-2412-9051, and I have a passcode. So if a teacher asks me to join using a file and it's not a link and it's not an external tool, then you are going to have to use this information. So that's the third way. And I wanted to address this because if you're signing in this way, if your teacher's requiring you to sign in this way, there is an additional step. And I'm going to show you what that is. Notice there is no way for me to click. There's nothing for me to click here. I can't just jump into a Zoom meeting. So what I have to do is I actually have to be signed into Zoom. And this is a problem for many students. There's more than one way to sign into Zoom. And from troubleshooting, working with students for the past month on campus, I can tell you for a fact that there are multiple ways to sign in, and I'm going to just show you the easiest way, okay? So you'll notice that it gives me the option of joining a meeting, right? So naturally, you'd want to put in the meeting ID that you just saw your teacher show you, but there is an additional step, okay? You see where it says sign in here at the bottom? You click on sign in. Notice my LAUSD email is already there, okay? But for students, what I need you to do is there is an option that says SSO. Please click SSO. It's going to ask you to enter your company domain. Well, you don't have one, okay? All I need you to do is just click I don't know, and then you're going to enter your email, your LAUSD email. Okay, and again, so the reason I'm doing this is because I don't have an external tool and I don't have a link that my teacher has provided me. Instead, they provided me a meeting ID and password. And so in order for that to work, I have to be signed in to Zoom. Okay, so what I'm doing is I entered my LAUSD email and now I'm officially signed in to Zoom. Now that I'm signed into Zoom, I can go ahead and enter that meeting ID that my teacher provided me, okay? So notice that now the page for Zoom looks different. I have the option to join a meeting, schedule a meeting, share a screen, and that's because I am signed into Zoom. I am no longer going to Zoom from Schoology. I am officially signed in. And you'll notice that my little emoji guy is right here, which tells me this is me, this is my account. So now if I wanted to join my teacher's Zoom meeting using that third option, which is not an external tool and not a link, I would hit join and then I would enter that number. Okay, I forgot what my number is, so I'm just going to randomly type in. Okay, so once you type in your teacher's meeting ID, you just hit join and boom, you're in the same exact way. So I hope this video was helpful. The reason I did this, like I said, is because there are different ways for students to sign in to Zoom, but please always reach out to me. My name is Mr. Trujillo. I work at Franklin, and I've been distributing iPads, working with iPads, hotspots, so I can definitely help any and all students with troubleshooting, okay? So I hope that video was helpful, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.